Hi, good research profile. So what you say is the day is about Maria Sophia Johansdotter. She died 59, which means it's not in the Swedish death book. Uh, in the index version, please read Kalmar code. So what we do is that we check source number one. What they say is that you should trust the birth book. As it's written. No, I'm stupid. So here you have the Hausholdsbok, 1841, and she was born 1814. What I do normally is that I add dates, so you have a timeline. Then I moved it over here. So this is so what you say here is that Maria Sophia is over there, yes. And you haven't found the birth records, is my understanding then, or? This is Marie, and do you have a father? No, you don't. This is number two. It's she married. No, that's not a good source normally. What I also do is that I add she married and then I put the number because you normally have a running number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So then it's easy to find it. And you say she married 15 March. Is that the one? Maria Sophia, yes. And here we have piga, farmhand, in something, 22 years old. And then you have number 3 in the examination book. What happened is that you have parishes called socken, or the church term is församling. And then you also have annexförsamlingar, and that is a smaller part. So sometimes they move together and so on. What do we have here? Here you can, now we don't have a line number, but it's good to have a line number so it's easy to find. It's 72A, so it's number 3, and it appeared in Fredriksberg. She appeared in the Mörrunda examination. Bokara. What you also have is, what could be interesting is that if you look at Mörrlunda, for example, I sometimes add, I haven't done it now, links and to good resources, and one good resource is Birgitte Band. And I guess it's Kalmar, isn't it? It's Kalmar, yeah. Kalmar. I can change the language to English. Let me So then you have Mörlunda here, but it's normally they put them on a map like this, but they haven't done it. You have Mörlunda down there. You see here, it says Mörlunda Tveta församling. So here you have where a parish maybe have changed name. We are in Mörlunda, and if we do a moderförsamling in this is the main församling. I don't know the English name for it. In Mörlunda Tveta. So it's moved over to Högby församling 1690. It was Trönsult, then 1690 it was Högsby. So it's moving around a little bit. The best resource for that is Topographisk Lexicon. If we do like this, normally I have done some of the parishes, and then it's normally the first one. So then you can go down to something called Topographisk, the administrative history. So then instead of Albök we do Mörlunda. So I have created 500 pages with those links. And then you can see Mörlunda Tveta and Mörlunda, for example, how it has changed over time. Överordnad is part of a bigger fögderi. I don't really know what it is. Kommun is something newer. So this hasn't changed too much. But we had another one here we called Tveta församling. And then you can see, oh, this is the same. So it hasn't changed. But we should look into her birth location. And that's Derhult, Kalmar. And I think one of the persons doing research here, Peter, is good on that part. So if you check the person who has created all those things, maybe they have something below that they didn't have. Here we have, oh, he has added so many things. But I can see, I can't check the history of this page anymore. Up there you have something. Peter, why don't we have any profiles? That's yours. But we skip that. Peter something is good on those things. Back to the question, which I now missed. So what I should do is that I check her birth location, and the birth is Derhult, you say. So then we do a search in Wikipedia. Then you have something called derhultsvik. In Wikipedia Swedish you have those topographic links, which I try to move over some of them too. So then you have the first one is this one. It's a map, fornminnesregister. So then you can see if it's on the border of something. And then we do kartinställningar socken. That means that we get Derhult, how it looks. So this is Derhult, the parish, in 1880. And normally a parish is rather stable. Påskkullavik, here I have been. And then you have Åland outside there. So then we see how it looks, and then we should try to find her. In the birth books, we start like this. And then we do a search on Derhult, and we get this one. And you see here they have some odd things. So this is until 1924. This was some kind of, not a parish, but smaller things. But they say that documents in Påskkullavik church is also in the church archive of this one, Dödekalla. And it was a part of Oskarshamn before 1873. And here they say this part is of two different things, Derhult and Påskkullavik. So if we go back to this page and we can see if we can find the transcription. This is cool link, it's all the, it was not. But it's normally it's all the names in an area. Here, administrative history. Derhults församling. So then they should say the same thing again, I think. Påskkullavik, 56. Oskarshamn, 73. Split from Oskarshamn. And in 1924 it was changed to two different. So then we have 3 different places to look into. And we have a date, which means 1814. But we start with Derhult in 1814 now. And my understanding was that you had problem finding. It's good to have a research note. This is what I'm working with. Please help me, or something like that. And this is my theory. So then we have 1814. If we're lucky in the beginning of the book, you have something telling something that they don't have, or do they? They have something. Derhult, bound, page 1 to 1036. And here they say it's the birth and dopläng, I don't know what that is, baptized, from 4 to 42. So it's page 3 to 1035. So then I think we can move to 1000 something. And the date we are looking for is 1836, and then we have 1814. November. November 24, And then you have Maria Sophia, oäkta. She is not elicited. So this, if this is the person, as you said, 24, baptized 25. What I should do is, then we have this Johan Stotter. So if we could get it, Anna-Lisa is together with Johan, that could be an indication. But we can also check for other names here. They don't have to be in order. I think often they are. Maria Sophia. But I think I should use this until you know anything more. Genealogy is a never-ending thing, and what I have learned is that you understand more and more thing. You can also have in the death book the parent's name, so that could be a indication that you're right. You can also have a estate and inventory of telling that the daughter is living at a specific place. That's also an indicator. I add a research section to this profile if it's okay. Take it away if you don't like it. So here you have C4, yes, 509. That's the one we are looking into. As the surname is Johan's daughter, it could be an indication that the father was Johan. So what I also do, I'm a technician, so I normally do like that to get an what do we have? We have it here maybe. So then we look also into the household record. Oäkta is the problem here. Pia på derhultsvik. Anna-Lisa Karlberg. Father unknown. I don't know how much Swedish you understand. Father unknown. Mother is I'm not pigan. Farm maid. Anna-Lisa. I guess Karlberg, but I'm not good on reading all text. På derhultsvik och så. What I do then is that we go over to the books for 1814. This is one of those two. access with some small, and then we can, if we are lucky, they have added a register in the beginning. And I thought it stated with derhultsvik, something like that. Yeah, maybe not. Derhultsviks, I think this one, Köping. Then we guess it's the next book. So ortsregister, what they say here is they say what the book contains. Ortsregister, done 1985. Yrkesutövare, it's occupation. Ort is a place to live, and here you have the so then normally it's just the places in. Here we have it, derhultsvik. So then we can add that, derhultsvik. Another good place to look into is Sophie, which didn't work now, I think. I don't understand why. Don't say they are redoing it. It's down. Yeah. So here you have a lot of names, crazy lot of names, which you can text retrieve. But we could maybe also do like this now when you know it. So here you have the derhultsvik. Seems to be the original place of Oskarshamn, which is a little bit of bigger place today. The other was called by the first homes in this area believed to have existed. What we can do then, we can also check here, Oskarshamn, and then we can do Derhultsvik, text retrieval, nothing found, but we see Derhults over there. Vik is bay, so I would guess if this is Derhult, then the bay should be somewhere here. Then you also have all the maps, but we go over and check in the book now, and hopefully find a Johan. So then it's page 308 to 404. I add everything, you can delete what you want. So then it's 308. And you see down here 306. So this is the physical page. 161, it's the page, the picture page number. And this was not easy to read. But we have her birth date, which could be our friends. Numbers are normally easier. 1814 we are looking for. And as she is born this year, it looks like they only write on the left side. She is at the bottom, is my guess. 1801. Oh. Maria Sophia. Nothing on this page, I guess. Or, oh, this is more how they are moving away. Anna Stina. One problem in Swedish genealogy is Anna-Lisa. Is that they don't have too many names. until 1900, and then they got crazy. 1819, 1814 en dotter Sofia, Wilhelmina, Maria Sophia. We are still in Derhultsviken, yes. Year 1808, but this is to 1822, yeah. Maria Sophia, nothing, I think. But this is a little bit too hardcore for me. Read old 1804. This is not handwriting, I think it's a notebook of 1804. So it's maybe you have some good resources. What could be interesting is to have where do we find her first time? She married, was born. She married 1814. You don't have her good Swedish genealogy. Then you have every book in line. I asked. Here you have, but that's the birth book. C is birth normally. A is household records. So the first one you have, your household record, is 41. Something. Oh, this is crazy. Indexed we have, but that's from 1860, I think. When it's written like this, I get the feeling that it was too many people living in a small area and they are poor, but that's just my guess. Or it's a drunk priest. What could scare me is the mother was somewhere inside her here, and then they just added a child next to her. Another trick is to look in the book the next year and guess that they have a new priest who writes down better. Stina Greta. Is that what we want? Anna-Lis. Here you have another thing, a research note. Sveta also Nilsdotter, but then you have another father. You tried to say something here. Probably Maria so on born to Anna-Lisa Dahlberg. So death record is, as I said earlier, also a good candidate. This is hardcore. For me, this is hardcore genealogy. 1817. As people don't move so much, I should check in the next books. But we are still in derhultsviken. And when it says year 1807, I don't like that. If it was created a book and he added, it must be so that they added because we have late dates. And it should be 1814, 1816, 19. I start feeling that the next book is the better. Derhultsviken. week still. I move on to the next book. And the next book is 22. That means that she is 7 years old. It's a long time. And here we have the same. You have the register. And then you go down to there. This is probably also the book number 2. They have 2 books, yes. So it's 100 pages. It's crazy a lot to look through. What did we say? 1814. I do a fast one. No. The old version of Archive Digital, they had was easier to jump to next page. Oh, I'm stupid maybe. 1817, 15. 1814 something. Okänd. 8 years old. I think check through this is my advice. See if you find it. If you find the father Johan, then you're home. Check in the death book. 1814. No, 1840. Maria Nilsdotter. Johans dotter. You had Maria Nilsdotter somewhere. Is that the same person then? 1814, 3-4. What do we do? Kortkollen. Nästa flik, skapa flik, gå framåt en sida, allt vänsterfil. Oh, there we have it. Then we lose focus. It's bad. 814. Lena. It's too many pages. I think Oskarshamn is next to the water, so it was a lot of people working with sea. And then it was easy to transport, so a lot of people maybe ended up there. 1814, Matilda. Hundred pages, it takes some time. I stop this now and spend some minutes on it and see if I get. But I write down my advice or my thoughts and make them as a timeline, and so that you see what year you don't have a birth book. That's good. advice that you see you have from 1840 to 1815. Maybe I have done it the right way, but I'm not sure. You can see. And also another thing which always is good is Maria Johan's daughter is to do a Google. I'm not good on this part of when the mother was. The mother was. Anna-Lisa and then something. Anna-Lisa derhultsvik, 25 years old. Anna-Lisa, and if she is 25 years old, that means 70, 90 or something like that, or? This is rather cool. Håkan Juholt was I don't know if this was the prime minister, but he was the leader for the Social Democrats. He comes from Påskullavi, which is next to this place. 792. Ambita Forum is the best place to ask questions. You can ask them in English. And what you do then is that you, this is known famous people, but if you look in the beginning, I started adding links to Wikitree also to this place to ask questions. Is läshjälp is transcription, if you can't read in the books. But what interesting for you is yrken as occupation. Is landskap, and then you have to go down to Kalmar or Småland and socknar and this is the other hub or what? Yes. So then you can ask question in this one. Yeah, I can ask question. Yeah. I do it in Swedish then. I write this down and then add a link to your place. Good.